managing a team, sure, it wasn't easy. It hasn't been easy for me, honestly. I think I am not good at managing people.
You reckon?
Yeah. I think I'm good at leading people. And directing people and giving instructions. But day-to-day management it can be tough, because firstly, getting the right people is not easy. You get people that are there, we want to work, but then they don't have the leadership capability. So they still need to be led. They still need to be pushed, right? But they'll do the work, but they'll only do the work provided that you give them the direction. So if you're not directing, there is no work, or there's no one is producing anything to the best of their ability or to the best of your ability. So I had to learn that my management mistakes came from the assumption that people will manage themselves. And at times, people can't manage themselves. There are people that need to be led in order for them to perform at their best. And there are people that know how to. Now, when I was an employee, because I'm naturally a leader, my boss didn't have to lead me. I would know what I need to do, and I would self-manage myself. I would manage my tasks. I will lead my team, and then I'll report back to my boss, She would not have to ask me, so where are we on this? No, I would go to her, oh, you're in the office today. Okay, fine. This is where we are, and this is what I want from you. Can you approve 1, 2, 3? And then she would approve 1, 2, 3, and then she'd go. That was me. And when I went into business, my assumption was everybody's like
it's
that.
Like that, yes. Especially because business, corporate, it's a serious thing.
Yeah.
Where everybody should be taking it seriously.
Yes.
But there are people that don't take it seriously. So if you were to look at the state of unemployment in South Africa and you look at where the country is going, what do you think young people should do to save themselves?
What a question. I think young people should self-learn. I think we have enough resources, more than enough resources, for us to educate ourselves and get ourselves out of poverty. Or get ourselves out of, because poverty is also a mindset.
They can't wait for the government.
No, the government is not coming.
They're not coming?
No, the government is not going to help you. The government is not going to help you. If you think that the government needs to help me for me to get out of my situation in my shack with my degree, I have to go and wait for a job, then you're going to wait. Because if you're not knocking doors or kicking doors, if you're not waking up and asking your neighbor for that 10 rand on a taxi or your toropong so that you can knock on doors, or take that 100 rand that you got, go to Kit Kat, go to Macro, go to the supermarket down the road, buy yourselves a packet of Yadi lollipops and sell on the street corners. If you're not going to stand up and do something, no one's going to help you. The mentality of, I'm done, I got my degree, now I'm trying to get a job and I'm applying, nothing is coming. Okay, so what are you going to do? Because what you have is time. You have time. There is value in time, right? You have access. The fact that you still live in a community, you have access to money. There is somebody that's going to give you 5 rand. There's somebody that's going to give you 10 rands. There's somebody that's going to give you money for you to start something. So our young people need to step out of that mentality of giving the government the responsibility to save them. No, it's not the government's responsibility to save them. In fact, the fact that the government is giving grants at 350, they are doing us a favor. We are lucky. We are blessed.
Who is us? You're not including me.
Including our people.
Yeah.
We are privileged.
I don't think they should give them 350.
I also don't
It's
think
my honest opinion. And not because I'm speaking from a position of privilege, like people would put it, simply because if anyone is to give you something without doing anything, you are not going to stand up and do something.
You're not going to do anything.
Because the only way that you're able to earn and raise yourself to another level is when you're constantly taking your time, like you're saying, and trading it to get something out of it. That money is nicer than money you are getting because you are black.
You know, let me tell you.
Do you think it's white people are getting 350?
Let me tell you
no, answer me first.
No.
Do you think white kids are getting 350?
No.
It's why should black kids get 350?
You know, a personal story. I had a family member who came from Limpopo and lived with her aunt in Soweto. And she was like, I'm done with school. I've got my diploma. And I came to Jozi to look for work, right? And she visited me and I asked her, okay, fine. How long have you been here? And she says, no, it's been 3 months. I'm like, okay, so what are you doing? She's young. She's got a child who's young also. So what are you doing?
How old is this person?
She was, I think, 23. And then the child was about 3 years old. And I'm like, okay, you've got a child. You came here to Joburg. Good move. You came to look for a job. It's been 3 months. You're not getting anything. What are you doing? It's like, no, I'm sending out CVs, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, cool. What can you do? What is your skill? Can you cook? She says, yeah, I'm not that great. Can you bake? She's like, yeah, I love baking. I'm like, okay, cool. So if I gave you money to buy flour and sugar and scones things that you can bake, what would you do? She says, no, maybe I could bake scones for the family. I'm like, no. Then I gave her the idea that bake scones and then pack them in a small packet and then go to a taxi rank just for that day and sell your scones. And Sissy, do you think it will work? I'm like, yeah, because you have the skill. And all you needed was 100 rand to start. And I gave her the 100 rand and she bought what she needed because she also knew what she needed to bake because she bakes. So she bought what she needed. And I said, cool, now you've got your ingredients. You need a bowl to pack them in. You need plastics. Then we got that sorted and she went to a taxi rank. I'm like, your aunt can stay with the child. She went to a taxi rank. Within the first day, half a day, all her scones were sold. And she called, she's like, I made 600 rands today. And I'm like, what are you going to do with the money? And she said, no, I'm going to use part of it. I'm going to go buy more ingredients so that I can go back tomorrow. It's been almost a year and she's still running that business. Effectively so. So that's what I mean by use what you have and the time that you have. Because you can't tell me that God hasn't given you a talent. There is something you can do and do well. Right? If you're a person that knows how to fix cars or you're passionate about a car, there's a panel beater somewhere. There is somebody fixing cars somewhere where you can go and help.
So you think people should volunteer for free?
No.
You don't think I can...
But you can volunteer for experience.
I've got time. You don't think I can go and offer my services for free?
If you've got services to offer, you can't offer them for free.